Tottenham fans, get ready, because the deal for their top target, Eberechi Eze, is dead. And the reason it's dead is far more stunning than you can imagine. We've meticulously scoured the globe, from the biggest headlines to the quiet whispers in the locker rooms, to bring you a full breakdown of today's most impactful stories. Did Cristiano Ronaldo just lose a major final? And if so, how did his team manage to let it slip away? And what exactly did Alexander Isak post on social media to set the Newcastle hierarchy into a full-blown panic? Stick with us, because we're about to expose the truth behind all of these stories.
Eze turns, hits and scores! Fabulous stuff from Iberra Eze.
The Alexander Isak Instagram bombshell. Okay, let's kick things off with a story that has been building into a full-blown war of words. The Alexander Isak situation at Newcastle has just exploded into the public sphere. After weeks of silent speculation, the Swedish striker finally broke his silence with a social media post, and it was a bombshell. He essentially called out the club, claiming that promises were broken and that trust had been lost, making it clear that he feels his future lies elsewhere. But just as we were all digesting that stunning statement, Newcastle United came out swinging with a swift and fiery response of their own. They said that Isak remains under contract, that they want to keep their best players, and that no promises of a summer sale had ever been made by any official at the club. This isn't just a transfer standoff. This is a public dispute between a club and its star player, and it sets up a very messy, very dramatic final week of the transfer window.
Still Eze, it's 2-0!
Spurs go big for Savinho. Now, the fallout from the Eze hijack is already shaping up to be just as dramatic as the event itself. Tottenham, after having their deal hijacked by Arsenal, have wasted no time in making a statement of intent. They've turned their attention to Manchester City winger Savinho and have reportedly launched a club record bid of £68 million. That's a huge statement. The question is, will City even let him go? Savinho is said to be open to a move, but with the season just getting underway, this is a massive test of nerve for both clubs. Can Tottenham close the deal this time, or are they about to get stuck in another painfully public transfer saga? The pressure is absolutely on Daniel Levy.
Savinho! Ho-ho!
Real Madrid begin with a bang. Switching gears, let's talk about the new-look Galacticos, Real Madrid. They have started their season in typical fashion with a 1-0 win against Osasuna. But of course, it was all about one man. Kylian Mbappe, making his long-awaited La Liga debut, scored from the penalty spot. But what happened next is what everyone is talking about. He celebrated with a very pointed crying gesture, seemingly aimed right at his critics. It was a clear message. The talk is over, the tears of joy are here, and the new era has officially begun. An incredibly confident, incredibly dramatic way for a superstar to announce his arrival. Chelsea's chaos at the London Stadium. You have to love a good London derby, and we got one, but it was a chaotic and dramatic affair. West Ham United went ahead early against Chelsea, but then the Blues absolutely roared back, scoring 5 unanswered goals to win 5-1 at the London Stadium. But here's the kicker. It wasn't just about the result. It was a coming-of-age story for 18-year-old Estevan, who came on as a late replacement and delivered a man-of-the-match performance, earning an assist and becoming the club's youngest-ever Premier League assist provider. On the other end of the story, you have Graham Potter, the West Ham manager, who now looks even more vulnerable and fragile in his position. It was a win for Chelsea, but a disaster for West Ham, and the consequences could be immense.
Willian, tight angle. Tap in! So easy!
Arsenal's masterful heist. Let's get to our hero story, the one that has everybody talking. And you know what? It's not about a goal. It's not about a trophy. It's about a transfer. And it is a fascinating, almost unbelievable tale. Tottenham believed they had this one in the bag. They thought they had Eberechi locked down, personal terms agreed, everything but the signature. But in what can only be described as a masterclass in subtlety and efficiency, Arsenal swooped in under the radar. They went direct to Crystal Palace with a £67.5 million bid, and it turns out that AZ had a preference for the Gunners all along. The whole operation was described as extraordinarily quiet, with Arsenal's better relationship with Palace ultimately proving decisive. This isn't just about Arsenal getting a fantastic player. It's about a huge psychological win against their biggest rivals. The salt in the wound? And AZ mural in full Arsenal kit has already appeared outside the Emirates. This isn't just a transfer. This is a statement.
Hits and scores! Fabulous stuff from Iberra.
If you're enjoying this deep dive into the stories behind the headlines, do me a favor. Take a second, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to support us and make sure you never miss another exclusive football news report. Ronaldo's trophy dream crushed. Let's move on to our next big story, and this one involves a man who is not used to disappointment. Cristiano Ronaldo has lost the Saudi Super Cup final. It's a gut-wrenching turn of events for Al Nassr, who had to come from behind to force a 2-2 draw after regular time, only to fall in a dramatic penalty shootout 5-3. The images of a devastated Ronaldo looking on as his teammates missed their crucial penalties are a stark and painful reminder that even the greats can't win everything. This was his chance to finally win a major official trophy with the club after a disappointing league season. His teammates had already been slammed for their preparation in Hong Kong by their rivals, so for them to not get it done on the day is a truly bitter pill to swallow. A huge, huge blow for Ronaldo and Al Nassr.
Goal! 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 Cristiano Ronaldo!
Bayern's Bundesliga demolition.
Finally, let's talk about a team that is built for demolition. Bayern Munich started their Bundesliga campaign by absolutely smashing RB Leipzig, 6-0. It wasn't a close game, it was a complete and total rout. Harry Kane, in his signature fashion, bagged a sensational 14-minute hat-trick, but he was helped by new signing Luis Diaz, who got on the score sheet and looked absolutely fantastic, as did Michael Olise, who added a brace. This was a statement performance from a team that looks absolutely hungry for more trophies.
Something here. Diaz for Bayern!
Salah crowned PFA Player of the Year. Moving on, we have some fantastic individual honors to celebrate. Mohamed Salah of Liverpool has been crowned the Professional Footballers Association Player of the Year for 2025. That is a fantastic, well-deserved honor for a player who continues to defy expectations. He was joined by Morgan Rogers, who was named PFA Young Player of the Year. In the women's game, we had Mariana Calante taking home the main award, with Olivia Smith winning the Women's Young Player of the Year. Congratulations to all four incredible players. Argentina's football tragedy. This next story is a heavy one. A Copa Sudamericana match between Independiente and Universidad de Quito in Buenos Aires had to be abandoned early in the second half due to fan violence. The scenes were horrific. At least 3 people are dead, with more than 10 injured and 90 arrests made. It's a tragedy that reminds us of the darker side of the game we all love. The Müller GOAT debate. In some lighter news, we have a very different take on the greatest of all time debate. Thomas Müller, a man who has played against both, has declared Lionel Messi the GOAT. While acknowledging Cristiano Ronaldo's stats and trophies, Müller said he ultimately prefers Messi's more elegant style. Hey, when a player like Müller gives his opinion, you gotta listen. Quickfire news. And now for a quickfire round of all the other stories that have been making waves. Pep Guardiola says he doesn't have to teach Rodri anything. Rasmus Højlund is open to a move to Napoli, but only if it includes a permanent buy option. The 2026 World Cup draw will be held on December 5th, 2025 in Washington, D.C.
The MLS is now ranked as the 12th best league in the world, well ahead of the Saudi Pro League at 29th, according to Opta. Manchester City extended Ruben Diaz's contract until 2029. And finally, 14-year-old academy standout J.J. Gabriel is set to train with the Manchester United first team. What a day of football news! From monumental wins to stunning transfers and devastating losses, we've covered it all. The world of football never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure you don't miss out on any of this breaking drama. Comment down below with the story that shocked you the most, and share this video with all your football fanatic friends. That's all for today. We upload 2 videos every week, so we'll see you in the next one with all the latest from the world of football.